Hello everyone, my name is Terrence and I play through this Iron Man game for the PC, so you don't have to. Because, let me tell you, it's not the most enjoyable thing to do, to say the least. Same thing as with the Incredible Hulk game though. I am playing the PC version, so I am not 100% sure are the console versions of this game very much similar to the PC version, but at least if they are, then I wouldn't maybe recommend the console versions either. But I'm not gonna vouch for that because as I said, I'm just playing the PC version, so it's kinda similar thing as was with the Incredible Hulk game, which I made a video of as well. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But without further ado, let's get into the action and see what this game is all about. So the game of course follows the plot of the first Iron Man movie, at least somewhat. It definitely has a lot of other stuff. It was not included in the original movie, but still it's pretty good with following the plot, I guess. I mean, I think it's even better with following the story than the Hulk game was, so in that regard it's pretty nice. The game starts off here in the cave where Tony Stark has been captured by the criminal organization and he's working on making the very first Iron Man suit. And the first level of the game will include, of course, playing with that suit.
That is a very poetic way to die.
Oh, there he goes again. Give it a rest, Shakespeare.
What is the measure of a man? Is it the fruit of his labors? Or the secrets of his heart? Is it the person he is? Or the hero he could become?
Immediately when I start this tutorial level, I notice some very big, I guess you could say, an issue, which makes it definitely worthwhile to play this game actually with the keyboard and mouse, and definitely not with the controller. And here's my reaction. Why is that? Okay, I think these controller controls are gonna suck. At least we got a badass soundtrack if nothing else, but holy heck, this camera controls with the controller, oh, this is terrible. Let's go, Ozzy. Help me through this, because I mean this is actually even worse than I thought it would be.
But not only am I alive, I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life.
I would actually try to play a little bit with the controller and yeah, because honestly this is just, yeah, this is probably 10 times easier with controller and a mouse, because then I can actually move the camera more freely. Because when you play on controller, apparently you cannot move the camera in every direction with the other thumbstick, you know. You can only move it up and down with that, and it's not even that you use the thumbstick up, move it up and down to move the camera up and down. You use it, you move the thumbstick left and right, and the camera moves up and down. That is absolutely diabolical. And then you use the trigger buttons behind the controller to move the camera left and right. So I think this is actually one of those rare games where actually playing with keyboard and controller is better, you know, in a third-person game. This tutorial level is very simple, especially now that I realized to play it actually with mouse and keyboard. I don't even try with the controller. You know, we just gonna run around. We have a flamethrower on our hand. We're just gonna go and fire everything up, and you know, just the enemies go down in single attack from the flamethrower, it seems. And yeah, we take a little bit beating here and there, but you know, we don't even have an HP bar or anything anymore, so I guess we're invincible in the first level anyway. So we get through this really quickly, we destroy some weapon crates and we make our great escape. There's honestly really nothing too much to explain about this first level, because it's just very straightforward. But I gotta say, the straightforwardness will keep on going on with the game itself in the further levels as well, but we do get a little bit more, you know, interesting weaponry and stuff like that, at least as we move on with the game. I'll just smash my way through, I guess. Yeah. Destroy the last of the weapon range, apparently, okay. And then we're flying ourselves out of here. That was quite the tutorial. So after we get through the first level, we are thrown into this menu where we can kind of always come back to between each mission. We have the save game option, of course, to save the game. We have these upgrades, so we can get some upgrades to our Iron Man suit, to repulsors, to ballistics, explosives, and armor. And we just get them by just, using our weapons and just completing missions. And we also have a list of all the missions here. Well, these are not actually all the missions available. There will be a little bit more, but these are like the first, well, couple of the missions. We did the escape already, and next mission will be this first flight mission where Tony Stark will test out the Mark II suit. So this is basically just another tutorial on actually how to properly play the future missions. How do you control the character and what kind of options there are for weapons and stuff like that. So mission starts and we are here with the Mark II suit as said. Basically this tutorial is gonna let you learn how to fly with the Iron Man suit, and there was also some shooting tutorial as well. This is also pretty not so interesting mission yet, because as said, it's just gonna teach us some ropes. But this is also one thing where we can see clunkiness of the controls in this game, because holy heck, the movement itself, just regularly running around and just hovering around is okay, but when you actually go into flight mode, just kind of start actually charging forward with the repulsors, it's very clunky and very hard to control. I will show you actually in a minute a little bit gameplay of that. Whoa, what the heck?
Sir, please remain within the boundaries of the compound.
Why are we going up if I... What the hell? Whoa, this is impossible to control. What the heck? So here we can see me trying to figure out the freaking flying thing, because as said, it is very clunky. I'd rather just hover, but the game actually doesn't allow me to go through these portals without using this flight option, this like actual flight as said. As you can see, the camera changes, the camera angle changes, and it's a really awkward camera angle, I must say. And just controlling this high-speed flight movement with WASD and mouse is so clunky. So this is definitely like very bad, and I can't even imagine how it would be with the controller, because the camera controls with the controller were so damn impossible anyway. I wouldn't even want to imagine how this would be actually trying to play with the controller. And then we got some shooting tutorial here. Basically the game teaches us about shooting things. I'm using this unibeam option. On the right bottom of the screen you can see these very interesting actually options for the suit. There's this power management system. Actually the game is literally telling us about that in the tutorial here as well. We can choose these different systems to kind of prioritize our power into. So basically we have, at the moment, we have weapons prioritized, so we were using the unibeam because of that. Without the weapon prioritization, we are just using the regular blast from the repulsor. And then the first one was the power from the keyboard. If you press 1, you will put the energy prioritization to the repulsors, just meaning that you can fly more without running out of energy. And then we have the armor, which, basically just if we use more power to or energy to armor, we take hits more. We can take hits more without going down. And then, as said, for the weapons, we can change between do we want to use this regular repulsor attacks or do we want to use the unibeam. We also have other weapon options. We got like this kind of a mini Gatling gun on our suit, and then we have like a missiles that we can shoot.
No, wait.
Actually have a little bit enemies coming here, which actually kind of works as a little bit more of a, weapon or combat tutorial here.
Go to the conference room. Stay there until you hear from me.
So we go out and we're gonna start using our weapons and repulsors to take out some enemies. I still at this point didn't even realize how the suit system thing works, so I was running low on the energy with from my flight and from my weapons as well, and I have prioritized my armor, which I mean it's kind of good in a combat, because it means even if you have to wait a little while to charge your power back to use your weapons, because we don't have the Gatling gun and the missiles yet actually in this mission available, we can at least stay alive. So that's the most important thing. But yeah, this is still pretty straightforward, simple thing. We have to defuse some charges here still, but we can just easily go there and just kind of interact with these and take them out. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole level. So let's move on to the next level and see how that is. So in this mission we actually go now in with the first like red and yellow Iron Man suit. And this is also pretty straightforward mission. We are here to destroy some bad guys and freeing some civilians. That's pretty much the whole mission. We are here in this desert town area, and yeah, that's pretty much all we do here now. Just kind of try to, you know, save everyone. And but here we can see at least a little bit more like this gameplay where we are just kind of flying around and shooting enemies with the repulsors. As said, I will use other weapons later on in the game as well, but again, there's nothing much interesting to show necessarily from this mission other than this kind of a flight control type of thing. So yeah, here we have these civilians that we can rescue from time to time, and then we destroy some of these weapon crates. That was also one of the objectives here in this mission. That's pretty much all we do in this mission. We save civilians, destroy weapon crates, then we are pretty much done with this one.
It appears these are Maggia weapons, sir. The transport is still in the vicinity.
Download all the information you can and let's say hello to Maggia. You know, Jarvis, at first I thought Maggia just sold weapons to these guys. But now I think they're actually working together. Now
at the end of the mission we have this big vehicle thing we have to also take out. Basically take out its turrets first thing first, and then we just keep on shooting it until it goes down. It shoots this big that explosion thing on us and we take some damage from that, but this is a very easy fight in the end still, because as long as I just stay away from it, and here we can also see the Gatling that I'm using, but as long as I keep my distance from this big blast that's happening on the screen, we are fine. We cannot take really damage from this thing, and when we also take out these cannons, it cannot even shoot us with them anymore. So after a little while, you know, just shooting around, this boss goes actually down quite quickly and easily. Here we can see now that it has run out of all its turrets because we have taken them all out, and yeah, we're just kind of shooting it with the unibeam now to try to finish it off. The HP bar of this boss is right there on the upper left corner, and there it goes. I think it's all, yeah, it still has some HP left, but yeah. Also, I had to mention, my apologies, in the previous segment I mentioned that the armor switch system is in the bottom right of the corner, when exactly it is in the bottom left of the corner. So just a couple more hits and the Dreadnought, is what this thing was called, has been taken out nice and easily. Here we can see a little bit of the upgrade menu. We have gotten one upgrade for the repulsors. We have gotten a couple of upgrades for our armor. I think most of these are kind of a passive effects for the armor and also the repulsors. But on the ballistics and explosives, once we unlock more options, we can choose between different kind of weapon types here. Of course, we always want to use the strongest one to make as much damage as possible, but you know, most of the time it's just, you know, working out pretty great by just always kind of letting the game automatically choose us what we need to equip, because it always automatically seems to equip the strongest option we have unlocked. And here on this mission we actually have just a little bit more desert area, more enemies to destroy. We have to follow this weapon transport and just, you know, destroy enemies as we go along. Again, very kind of straightforward, simple mission, nothing too difficult to follow through. So yeah, it's pretty simple. We are just following this truck, hovering around, and any enemies we see, we just kind of, you know, take out as quickly as possible. Try to make sure they're not causing too much issues to us. We are using these rockets on these tanks here because we haven't seen this missile weaponry before yet, but it's pretty strong option for these, you know, vehicles or tanks. And now
I see it.
we see this new or underground area opening before us. That is our next objective here. And let's see. Here we actually have upcoming a second boss of this game playthrough, which also, you know, seems at first that might be actually challenging, but in the end, all of the bosses in this game honestly are surprisingly easy to beat. Most of them only require you to just kind of run around, evade hits, and attack the boss every time you get the chance. For example, with this boss fight, this guy has this kind of a force field around him most of the time, and when he has the force field, you cannot damage him. So just gonna wait until he attacks, and then you get your attacks in, and rinse and repeat as long as the boss is dead. So actually not that difficult in the end. This boss kind of have this second phase where he jumps to the rooftops, and then we have to wait until he lands. Then he uses the attack, and then we attack him a little bit more. But yeah, that's the only thing that kind of changes with this boss fight in between the combat itself. So we are just gonna, you know, as I said, running around, attacking when getting the chance, and he will go down in the end. And there he goes. Down, nice and easy. And that's that mission done, so we can move on to the next one. In this mission we arrive into this mansion area, where we need to take out some more Stark weaponry, which is the Iron Man's kind of a whole objective in this game. Find everyone who are using his weapons and taking them out. And I don't think there was anything super special in this as well. There are some turrets here, and these kind of a black round things we have to go and take care of, basically. Nothing is super difficult in the end. We first take on the turrets from all of these corners, I guess you could say, and then we just go into the and take care of these. I don't know what these things should be called, these black round things that are below the turrets. We just take them out, and then we are pretty much done with this mission. So yeah, it's not really anything super difficult or super interesting.
Sir, there is another missile preparing to launch.
Damn it, Whitney.
Yeah, the one thing that is going on with this mission is that it keeps on throwing these missiles into our way, and we need to take care of those missiles before they hit us, because they will probably take us out pretty much in one hit if that would happen. So yeah, we destroy that missile, and then we go return back to the objective, which is again to keep on taking care of these things. Just kind of punch them with the melee attacks, nice and easy, and they go down pretty easily. That's pretty much the whole mission. Well, I got the control bunkers defeated at least.
Sir, she may be inside the mansion.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Destroy the blast rod shield in the main door. Okay. And we just kind of speedrun ourselves there. So. Oh. There we go. Inside. Oh yeah, after we destroy all the missiles, we actually, and the things that we had to destroy, we actually have to go still inside to the mansion. My bad for not remembering that. But yeah, we have this little kind of a obstacle course, I guess you could say, where you just have to kind of go through and watch out for this big laser coming off the wall. But it's very easy to kind of avoid. Then we have some enemies we can take care of, like so, and yeah, we need to still explore a little bit here inside the mansion. After a while we found this door that we force open, and now we have to kind of be a little bit careful here, because we have these 3 bull statues or whatever you want to call them on the wall, and they actually keep on shooting laser at us as well, one by one. So we need to take care of these things, while there are also enemies spawning from the side walls who are trying to, you know, deal some damage against us as well. So it's a little bit confusing situation, because of course I was playing this blindly, so I wasn't sure what exactly I need to do here immediately, so that definitely caused me some issues. But here we can actually also now see this, what happens when you run out of the health. The game doesn't actually automatically like take you out. It doesn't mean it's game over, but it gives you the chance to kind of resurrect yourself back to action with that little quick time event. I guess you could call it a quick time event. The sequence of buttons you need to push in correct order, and then you are back in action and keep on fighting. So we just keep on shooting these statues until they are taken care of. Using the Gatling gun here, it's gonna run out of ammo real quickly though. And yeah, we need to take at least a couple of these, I think, out. Yeah, we shoot that, and then we shoot this one at least a little bit as well. To still keep the random enemies at bay. And I'm just, you know, taking the rockets here and shooting with them. And that actually takes care of them. Boom. So this fight is done, and now we just need to get into the room. Here we go. And that was the woman who was talking in the comms. And she is now beaten and defeated, basically. And then we just need to interact with this thing here. And I think that will be the mission completed. We took out some Stark weapons. That was the objective here. So pretty good stuff. And then we can move on to next mission. And in this next mission we are attacking this flying fortress. And yeah, we have to, you know, first take care of this jamming device underneath the ship.
Radar system back online, sir.
Woohoo. Damn, nice guns.
Sir, they are shielded. Stark hardware.
Good. There's a design flaw in those shields that we never saw. They can overload.
There may be a control mechanism nearby, sir.
Gotta be a way to reach it in here.
So how do I... It took damage, dude. That's what... Yeah. Whoa. Careful, you know. What the heck am I doing? I think yes, I got one. Okay. After we have taken some turrets out, we actually get the door open here, so we can go into the interior areas of the ship. And here we interact with the door, or take out the door. The melee attacks like so. And yeah, here we have some couple more enemies. We take care of the Gatling gun. I accidentally exploded some mines there, which took me out. But as said, this failsafe system is kind of nice, that it gives you a chance to still keep on playing, so your mission does not fail just because you lost your all HP. And yeah, here we interact with this computer, and I think we do this couple more times in the ship to move all forward with the mission itself. Next in the objective, we have to take care of some more enemies in the new area we unlocked in the ship. And here we have some turrets as well we want to take care of as quickly as possible, because they are dealing a lot of damage to me. Oh, you know, we want to take care of them as well. And we have this big cannon here as well we need to take care of. Also, they are doing a lot of like extra shenanigans now to try to take care of some civilians. Actually, these mines are actually aimed at some civilians underneath the ship, so we need to always go in time at time to take care of these mines whenever they, you know, kind of summon them. But other than that, as said, our objective is to try to take this big cannon out next. So here we take care of this big cannon, as said, slowly but surely. If I can actually shoot it. Wow. Was that destroyed? I hope. There we go, we take care of the big cannon finally. And then we just need to get up there where the cannon was. And here we have some lasers going, or whatever these are called, and we just gonna take them out. And we defeat the ship. And we are done with the mission, and we can move on to the next one. And in this mission we are in this kind of a base that is located somewhere very north, because there's a lot of snow. I don't know if this is some kind of tundra area or what. Basically here we have to go into these buildings and destroy some radioactive materials that they have stashed up in here, and then we have to close all the doors from that specific basement area where we take care of the radioactive material. So here we have some of these material. Basically we just actually don't need to destroy them, we just kind of close the containers that are holding in these radioactive materials.
All done.
Like so. And then we just need to close some doors and we are pretty much done. We just do this a couple of times and that's the whole mission. Well, actually there is still something a little bit after that. So, as said, after closing the containers, we close the doors. We actually have to do it like in 2 sets. I don't know why. It just seems like a unnecessary extra steps gameplay-wise, but yeah, that's pretty much what we need to do. And after closing the doors, we still explore around this big warehouse looking thing we find. We take some more enemies out. Yeah, we'll go here and we still have to do something here to finish the mission up. And it is actually will be a next boss fight.
Battlesuit detected. Titanium synthesis.
I think this guy was called a Titanium Man, if I remember correctly. And this boss also is very similar to the boss we fought before. He has this force field around him. And in those moments you cannot attack him, but once the shields goes away, just shoot the boss and it takes some damage and rinse and repeat. Then he starts shooting these range attacks a little bit, but they are very easy to avoid. Really nothing too difficult with this. And then the shield runs out, you do some damage and rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. So pretty simple fight. And after a while the boss has been beaten. The Titanium Man, right? I mean, that was again way too easy. But that's the whole mission done with that, so we can move on to next one. So in this mission we are arriving into this ship, some kind of battleship, which has a lot of defenses. So we have to start by taking care of those defenses, taking care of some enemies, and kind of take this a little bit slowly but surely. But yeah, we have good weaponry and good armor at the moment already going for us. So this again is not like super difficult mission. I hope my attacks are hitting. Yeah, I think they are. Hard to tell sometimes.
Do not be
Ooh,
alarmed.
who we got there?
You are safe.
The heck are you?
I have taken control of the electrical activity inside your mind. Any resistance will result in permanent
heck is this guy?
damage. Just do as I say, and everything will be all right.
Use the mouse. What do I do with the mouse? What do you mean use the... Okay. Wait a minute. My controls are reversed.
Tony, are you all right? What just happened?
Okay, let's wait a little while.
Hey, I'm Tony Stark. Nothing
I don't know.
stops me.
After taking care of some of enemies, we unlock this area inside the ship where we need to go and destroy stuff. I mean, this game is all about just going around to enemy bases and destroy their stuff. That's pretty much the whole game. So it's safe to say that that's why I kind of felt like the gameplay loop was getting a little bit boring, you know, in the middle of the playthrough, because that's pretty much all you do. I think there could have been some other ways to make this game more interesting, but it is what it is. Also, we have this guy here in this level, who has this kind of a psychic power that sometimes reverts my controls a little bit. But in the end, I didn't even find that to be that much of a problem, because it doesn't last really long, and you can still aim normally. It just your WASD movement is inverted, so it didn't really screw me over that much in the end. Got them beaten. Very nice. Now what? Oh, hello, Mr. Choppers.
Sir, convoy is moving towards secondary staging area.
And after destroying everything inside this area, the Russians are actually trying to escape from the clutches of the Iron Man. Basically, all we need to do here is actually just go after them as they are trying to run away. And we don't even need to take care of all of the enemies, actually. We just need to destroy their cargo, basically, and then we are done with the mission. So that is what I'm gonna focus on here. Just gonna fly past all these enemies and go destroy their cargo. The enemies do put up a good fight, so I'll take care of a couple of them. But yeah, we only have one cargo piece left to destroy at this point, so I'll just, as said, try to shoot it with my missile real quickly. And down it goes. And thus, that was completed. And also, these guys were actually AIM
It must be a gas
organization. which some of you might know if you have been watching my Marvel Avengers playthrough here on the channel, or if you watched my Cosmic Invasion streams, or if you're just a Marvel fan other than that. But AIM is a pretty interesting addition to this game, because I am pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, that AIM organization was not in any way included in the MCU, or at least not in the first Iron Man movie. But yeah, we are taking some AIM forces out here in these current missions that we are doing. In this next mission we are back at home, but now the enemies are coming to us. We have been raiding their bases so much all over the world that they have gotten tired of Iron Man and they are actually attacking us now and trying to take us out. So basically this is kind of a, in some way, just a defense mission. I mean, there's no one to defend but ourselves, but we just kind of wait until the enemies come to us and just take them out as they come.
I have Obadiah on the line.
Hello, Tony.
Don't blame me for this, Obadiah.
You should have played ball, Tony. You should have given me that suit.
Don't be ridiculous. This suit is mine.
The suit is the reason for these attacks, Tony. Don't you get it? You're the reason all this is happening.
How do you know what AIM's been doing?
I know a lot of things, Tony. More than you.
What are you talking about?
You shut me out, Tony. Kept your suit from me. From all of us. You think just because you have an idea, it belongs to you?
Pepper, I lost Obadiah. Get him back.
I'm only getting voicemail.
Keep trying.
We also get the rematch with the Titanium Man here, but it's literally the same boss fight in just a different environment. They are trying to push some extra enemies to us as we are fighting him, but honestly, they don't even matter, those extra enemies that are showing up. We can still beat this boss in the literally same way as we did before. We just wait for him to be out of the attacks and the force field, and then we just, you know, attack him. I found this very good spot here where I can just kind of chill behind this wall, wait for him to be out of the bullets, and then just shoot him and rinse and repeat that. And also, as our repulsors are much stronger than they were in the last time we fought this guy, I think this guy is coming down a little bit easier than in the first try because of that. Apparently they didn't just upgrade his health or anything for this fight, so it was just a literally same fight.
Find Obadiah.
But with the defeat of Titanium Man, I'm pretty sure that was all of this mission indeed, and we are ready to move on to the next one. Next mission is called Save Pepper, who has been kidnapped by AIM. So in the next mission we actually have to go save her from trouble. We arrive into this location, which is just, you know, basically this new enemy base, just we need to take care of and go save the Pepper. The first segment kinda here is just pretty simple. We go in, defeat some enemies, you know, and trying to find our way where the hell Pepper is located. I think I got that destroyed. Yeah. Good. Wait, I cannot use my repulsors apparently at the moment for some reason. So we fly around a little bit here, defeat some enemies, and you know, just trying to figure out where Pepper is. We destroy some turrets here, and then we had some random enemy here a little bit stuck in a wall. Well, not inside a wall, it's just this kind of this segment here that I didn't find, so I missed these couple enemies. Took me a while to find them.
This is Pepper calling. Come in. Tony!
Pepper,
You have to leave. They're using me as bait.
I'm not going anywhere. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just be careful, okay?
Sit tight. I got you.
So basically Pepper is locked in this building, and AIM is starting to sending enemies towards that building. So we have to basically here prevent them from getting in the building and, you know, killing Pepper basically. There's a lot of big waves of enemies coming here, and I was already starting to wonder when fighting these guys that am I doing this correctly? Is there something I'm missing? But in the end it was just a lot of enemies coming, and it actually took a pretty long while to try to get them beaten. Alright, we got all the enemies defeated, but it's not quite over yet.
Detected.
We can see that there are missiles flying down from the sky. Now we just need to prevent the missiles from destroying the main complex, because if we do not do that, the pepper will go down. The missiles are not raining down like multiple at once, they are coming one by one, so this is just a kind of a waiting game and just trying to notice whenever a missile is coming and go take it down as quickly as possible, so it's not really that difficult segment, thankfully. And then we, got that solved, and now we can actually find the door where they are controlling these missiles. So basically all we need to do here still is just to go in and destroy the system basically in here, because as we do that they cannot control the missiles anymore, and we can safely say Pepper is safe. We just take care a couple of these aim guys here, and then we just get down here. Once I just realized how to do that. Actually I didn't, I just shot it from there, my bad for not remembering that.
It's over.
But yeah, that's the whole mission done. That Pepper is saved and we move on to the next mission then.
This is my responsibility.
So in this mission we are going into this kind of a archipelago area, I guess you could say, where we need to take, you guessed it, we need to take care of some more cannons and enemy weaponry, and the enemies themselves as well.
Jarvis, analysis.
Proton cannon detected underground. It has a force shield, sir.
I need to get past that shield.
Cannon shield draws power from 3 power stations. I'd advise that you target those stations, sir.
Show me, Jarvis.
So yeah, first thing first, we need to take care of this shield. We need to go find the power stations, take them out, and then we can access this area. Here we have one of these power stations we need to take care of. It goes quite easily down. The UI is all messed up because there's kind of a disruption signal coming from here as well. So that's why everything looks kind of weird. But yeah, like so we destroy the power stations and are able to then access inside that shield. And after we have taken care of all the power stations, we can now get in here where the shield was, and now we can just melee this big thing out, and then we are pretty much done with the objective. Just a couple more melee attacks like so. And then a surprise happens. And thus we have a next boss fight coming with this guy.
Jarvis, get me Horgan.
But you never guessed, it is a surprisingly easy boss fight. Here we start the fight, and as you can see, this enemy is taking huge damage from our repulsors already. All we need to do is just make sure we don't take too much hits ourselves. I'm not even honestly trying to like focus on evading too much. I'm just kind of running around and shooting the enemy.
Horgan, this has to stop.
Change the Gatling gun here because running low on the weapon energy. But yeah, he's shooting these kind of electrical things, which is kind of interesting. So I'll just try to be, careful not to get sucked into those. But other than that, as you can see, the enemy's HP is already so low, he is very easy to take care of. But yeah, with that we have this mission now completed, and we can move on to the next mission.
No. AIM recently launched a tethered satellite. I remember something about a solar collection grid.
That's how they're doing it. Now I know what I need to do.
And in this mission we are going into a AIM's battlesuit factory where they have been building all these Iron Man-esque suits, I guess you could say. So our objective here, of course, is actually put stop to that, so there are no more Iron Man coming around besides ourselves. So that's what we're doing here, beating some enemies. There is this new enemy type here, or actually I think we've seen this in some previous mission as well, these people wearing these battle suits against us. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward mission here. Just take care of the enemies and the battle suit factory itself.
Hey Tony, you see the military hardware?
Just the stuff that's kicking my ass. I'll let you know.
Sir, those floors appear to be carrying a large electrical charge. Stepping on them might cause damage to armor.
There's not much interesting to show here in this map. We went through this big kind of a underground train area, tunnel.
Aim is definitely up to something.
And but other than that, yeah, just, you know, defeating enemies, avoiding some lasers. Like here, for example, we can see one of these laser things. There was a couple of these in this level, but other than that, we just go in here. We kind of take care of these kind of computers, I guess you could say, that are running the factory. Got a couple of more of these battlesuit enemies here. We take care of them just real quickly, and then we can just kind of damage the computers and take them out as well. Take care of the enemy there, and a couple melee attacks here, and a couple melee attacks here, like so. All good. And here we have still a couple more battlesuits we need to take care of. I guess they are kind of a next level prototypes, I guess, or something like that. 3 of them will come out in single time, so this is kind of like a gauntlet of enemies. Maybe you could call this even a mini boss. But thankfully we have this very good missile upgrade at the moment for our rockets, because whenever we shoot them with these rockets, they actually stop them from moving a little while. I guess they get like stunned from these, because these are these kind of EMP rockets. So this makes actually taking care of these guys quite easy. We just kind of keep on shooting them with the rockets, and yeah, then we just do this 2 more times to take care of the last 6 of these enemies, and then we are pretty much done with the mission. So here we take care of these last guys still out of the way with our EMP rockets, like so. Last one we actually shoot down with repulsors, because we wanna still save, because of course, as I was playing blindly, I wasn't sure, is this still the last moments of this mission, or is there something gonna be happening after this? Now we have to just destroy the main emitter. That's the new objective. So this will open us, well, this thing, which we have to just still destroy here, and then we'll be done. Couple more shots, like so.
Aim's done.
Aim is done.
You did it.
Now it's your turn, Stain.
Yeah, this was the last mission of these aim shenanigans. We actually were able to take care of their operations for good. And actually that leaves us only the final mission to fight against the big baddie of the movie itself, the Stale, aka the Iron Monger.
I'm not giving anything up. I did what I had to do to save your father's company.
No. You crossed the line, Obi. Dad never would have gone along with any of this.
Your father understood business. This is beyond you.
Business? This is insanity.
Insanity is thinking you could build these weapons and then look away when people use them. This is the real world, Tony. It's time you started living in it.
You know what? This is a waste of time. I'm not letting you do this.
You seem to think you hold the cards here, Tony. Miss Potts would probably disagree.
What?
Did you think I wouldn't find out what she was doing?
If you hurt her...
Don't force my hand, then.
Doesn't have to be this way, Obadiah. But I am coming for Pepper.
You always do what you want, Tony. I'll do what I must. It's ironic, Tony. You rid the world of weapons only to create the biggest weapon of all.
Where's Pepper?
Well, don't worry about her. Think of yourself. It's what you're best at.
For God's sake, Obadiah, it's Pepper.
You should have given me that suit, Tony. then this never would have happened.
This fight, as the previous boss fight as well, is still not too difficult though. The boss itself is very slow. It has a lot of HP, so that's why it takes a little while to, you know, whittle this boss down from its HP. But other than that, you know, I'm just shooting my different weapons at him, and he is taking some damage over time. As you can see, he's very, very slow. If I go into the air, he will shoot me with the rocket, so flying is not a good idea, at least in this phase of the boss fight. But you know, I'm just running around, he throws me a car sometimes, I evade the car. He does some melee attacks, but I recover my armor and back up pretty easily. So there's really not much of an issue in this phase of the fight. Also shoot him with the Unibeam a couple of times to get some extra damage hopefully in. He's at the moment around half HP, and very soon a cutscene will actually trigger, which will make us to go into the second phase of the boss battle.
Where do you think you're going, Stain?
Let's go to the reactor, Tony. Pepper's waiting.
What did you do to her?
Tony, I'm in the reactor core control center.
Careful, Stark. The reactor is unstable. Could pop at any time.
Jarvis, could that really happen?
Affirmative, sir.
Then we need a way to short-circuit his suit.
Perhaps with a large electrical current or an EMP strike.
Let's try it.
And in the second phase we are doing pretty much the same things as before, but time to time the Pepper will activate this middle area, as we can see the Iron Man explaining here as well. But then we just kinda, you know, what do we do here is we attract, what's the right word, we get the boss move to the central area, and when he is in the center we shoot him. That will stun the boss for a little while, like so. And then we can shoot and get some good damage against him. And we need to do this a couple of times to defeat the boss for good.
Pepper, flip that switch again.
Did it. It's charged, Tony.
So here we do that thing again, enemy gets stunned, and yeah, he is defeated and Stain has been brought down. And that's pretty much all missions for the game. And so, the final cutscene plays. I didn't really show the cutscenes because, you know, I think everyone knows pretty much the story of the first Iron Man movie if you are watching this video, at least I assume so. And if you don't, then go watch the movie, it's a pretty damn good movie. But yeah, that's pretty much the game. I don't have really much else to add here as to what I have been saying already. I will let you know my final thoughts, what I recorded after immediately finishing the game, so you can hear my final thoughts on there. Here are my first thoughts that comes to my mind after completing this game. After starting to play with the keyboard and mouse on the very first level, the game didn't feel that bad. In the end, I was expecting worse, honestly. And yeah, it is still pretty clunky with the controls, but at least aiming with the mouse and shooting enemies is very easy with the mouse, of course, as it should usually be. And it was pretty cool, this thing with the suit, where you could choose different focus points, like you can focus to having more armor to survive longer, or you can focus on to the propulsors to help you fly more, or you can focus on to your weapons when you can use the Unibeam attack as a strong attacking move then, instead of the regular propulsor lasers. So that was pretty cool to kind of try to find situations where I could, you know, take advantage of those Most of the time though, I think it was always just good balanced option to keep everything even, so every segment of the suit gets the even amount of power. And you know, most of the regular enemies were just one-shots anyway, so they were pretty easy to deal with, and any stronger opponents were pretty easy to deal with the big ballet explosives attacks. So yeah, it was pretty easy game, I would say, in the end. Although I didn't complete it 100% completion, because I didn't destroy those weapon crates too much. I was just focusing on playing through the main story and the campaign, I guess you could say. But yeah, those are my first impressions and thoughts after beating the game. But as said, I played this game so you don't have to. I wouldn't really recommend maybe this game, because it's the same with with the Hulk game. If you wanna play a good Hulk game or good Iron Man game, you can play the Marvel Avengers, if you have that game. Unfortunately, of course, that game is not available for purchase anymore, but if you have that game and you wanna play good Hulk game or Iron Man game, just play that game. It's just much better experience. For final words, I just wanna say thank you for watching this video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down any thoughts you might have about this game into the comment field below, and of course, if you're new over here, remember to subscribe to see more Marvel stuff and some other gaming stuff as well that is upcoming to this channel throughout the new year of 2026. Hey, nothing to it, I will see you all in the future videos, but for now it's a bye bye.